Welcome along, fellow Beatle people. This time around, we're going to talk about the concert for Bangladesh. Before I begin, please like, share, and subscribe to Beatle People on whatever platform you are listening on. In the early 1970s, the world witnessed one of the most significant humanitarian crises of the 20th century. A cyclone, political unrest, and the horrors of war culminated in a catastrophe that left millions of people in East Pakistan, soon to be known as Bangladesh, on the brink of despair. But in the midst of this suffering, a single event brought hope and relief: the Concert for Bangladesh, organized by George Harrison. To understand the magnitude of this concert, we must first understand the events that led to its creation. In November of 1970, a devastating cyclone struck East Pakistan, claiming the lives of an estimated 500,000 people. The disaster was compounded by political tensions between East and West Pakistan, leading to a brutal civil war and the displacement of millions. Among those witnessing the suffering was Ravi Shankar, the legendary Indian sitar virtuoso. Shankar, who had a deep connection to the region, was moved to tears by the plight of the Bangladeshi people. He knew he had to do something, but what could one musician do to alleviate such immense suffering? Ravi Shankar turned to his close friend George Harrison for help. George, still reeling from the recent breakup of the Beatles, had been exploring Eastern spirituality and music under Shankar's guidance. The bond between the two was more than just musical. It was spiritual and profound. When Shankar approached Harrison at Friar Park with the idea of organizing a benefit concert, George immediately understood the urgency. He knew the power that music held, not just as a form of entertainment, but as a force for good. And so, the seeds for the Concert for Bangladesh were sown. But organizing a concert of this scale was no small feat. Harrison had to navigate the complexities of the music industry, rally fellow musicians, and arrange logistics, all in a matter of weeks. His first step was to gather a lineup that would draw massive attention. The response from his friends in the music community was overwhelming. Legends like Eric Clapton, Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr, Leon Russell, Billy Preston, Klaus Voormann, members of Badfinger, and others all agreed to participate. Even members of the recently disbanded Beatles were considered, though Paul McCartney declined due to lingering tensions within the group. Also, John Lennon agreed, but then Yoko got pissed off because she wanted to play on the stage too, and so she and John got into a big fight, and John took off and left the country. All because George didn't think her style of performing was appropriate for this particular concert. Madison Square Garden in New York City was chosen as the venue, and so on August 1st of 1971, two concerts were scheduled, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. The tickets sold out almost immediately, reflecting the public's eagerness to support the cause. As the day approached, the artists rehearsed intensely, knowing that this concert was not just another gig, it was a mission. George Harrison, typically reserved, took on the role of band leader with an uncharacteristic fervor. On the day of the concert, Madison Square Garden was electrified with anticipation. The audience, 40,000 people strong, knew they were about to witness something extraordinary. And so George Harrison took the stage, greeted by thunderous applause, dressed in a white suit with his signature long hair and beard, and he opened up the concert with Wah Wah, a song that had echoed the sentiment of the moment. The concert unfolded as a tapestry of musical brilliance. Ravi Shankar and Ali Akbar Khan performed a traditional Indian piece, setting a spiritual tone for the event. Bob Dylan, who had been largely absent from live performances, delivered an emotional set that included Blowin' in the Wind and Just Like a Woman. Each artist contributed their unique voice to the cause, especially when Ringo Starr sang It Don't Come Easy, which was written by George Harrison. But the concert was not without its challenges. Eric Clapton, battling personal demons and heroin, struggled during rehearsals and was visibly nervous on stage. However, the spirit of the event lifted him, and his performance, particularly of While My Guitar Gently Weeps, became one of the highlights of the evening. By the end of the night, the concert for Bangladesh had raised nearly $250,000, a significant sum for the time. That would be about $2 million as of the time of this recording. But more importantly, it had raised awareness on a global scale. The event was recorded, and the subsequent album and film would go on to raise millions more. In fact, by 1985, the Concert for Bangladesh live album and film had generated an estimated $12 million in aid for Bangladesh. Sales from the live album and the DVD release of the film continued to support the George Harrison Fund for UNICEF. Shankar would later say of the overwhelming success of the event, quote, "In one day, the whole world knew the name of Bangladesh. It was a fantastic occasion," end quote. The impact of the Concert for Bangladesh extended far beyond the immediate financial relief it provided. It set a precedent for future benefit concerts, inspiring events like Live Aid and others that would follow. George Harrison's vision proved that music could indeed make a positive change in the world, not just by entertaining, but by uniting people in a common cause. Years later, when reflecting on the concert, George would downplay his role, insisting that it was the collective effort of everyone involved that made it happen. But the world knew better. George Harrison had done something remarkable. He had used his incredible fame, his extraordinary music, and his loving heart to make a positive difference in the lives of millions. The Concert for Bangladesh was more than just a concert. It was a testament to the ability of music to bring about social change. It set the stage for future generations to understand that celebrities and artists have a unique platform to raise awareness and make a difference in the world. George Harrison's vision and Ravi Shankar's spiritual calling united to create an event that was not only a beacon of hope for millions suffering from the ravages of war, but also a blueprint for artists who wish to use their voices for good. In the end, the Concert for Bangladesh was a defining moment in both music and humanitarian history. It showcased the potential for compassion when paired with creativity and providing a legacy that would inspire countless other artists to follow in George Harrison's footsteps. It was a reminder that sometimes the most profound changes come not from governments or corporations, but from the collective power of ordinary people moved by the universal language of music. The Concert for Bangladesh stands as a timeless example of how music, when combined with the spirit of service, can resonate far beyond the confines of a stage and reach the hearts of millions worldwide. So, what do you think of the Concert for Bangladesh? Were you there at Madison Square Garden when it happened? Or have you had a chance to watch the film anywhere? Kindly let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and share and subscribe to the show on whatever platform you are listening on. Kindly remember that I've written a bunch of books about the Dakota, Friar Park, and Tittenhurst Park. You can buy any of them on Amazon and other booksellers. Please check out the links below to see various ways to support my research and productions, including my sponsor, CampfireShop.com, where you can purchase exclusive handmade candles, as well as natural supplements for sleep and relaxation, and high-quality teas. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.